Who would have imagined that F-4 Phantom will one day come to War Thunder? Everyone. Actually, it was pretty clear. By its full name, McDonnell Douglas F-4 Phantom II, is a two-seat, twin-engine, all-weather, long-range supersonic jet interceptor and fighter bomber, that entered production in 1960s, and which is still being used today, by different militaries all over the world. Phantom is a humongous aircraft, yet it is still capable of reaching Mach 2.2, more specifically 2,370 km per hour. Don't worry though. To reach this speed, the aircraft needs to climb to 12 kilometers, which very few people do, even in Air RB. On deck, its speed is comparable to other War Thunder supersonic aircraft, around 1,350 kilometers per hour. Interestingly, the aircraft achieved a world speed record in maximum height of 30,000 meters in 1959, only 14 years after World War II. I probably don't need to tell you, but this aircraft is a prime example of machine that earned its right to exist in the game. Over 5,000 were built, making it the most produced American supersonic military aircraft. It was used by more than 10 countries, with several aerial accolades being achieved during its military service, most notably the Vietnam War. Now, this might seem like really uninteresting statistics, but the price of the aircraft was $2.4 million. Uninteresting only until you realize that the German Tiger II tank cost over 800,000 Reichsmark, which, adjusted for inflation, is $4.2 million in 2019. The cost of the aircraft is literally half of German King Tiger. Now, let's talk about its payload. Because except its speed and weight-to-thrust ratio, that's the real deal. The aircraft is capable of hauling over 8 tons of weaponry, that is half of what B-29 can carry. 228 Might Mouse rockets? No problem. 18 250 kilogram bombs? Sure. 3 gunpods with 20mm Vulcan? Absolutely. Air-to-air missiles and bullpup ATGMs are not even worth mentioning, that is almost a standard payload at this point. The Phantom was retired from the U.S. military service in 1996 after the Gulf War, only 23 years ago, which, by the way, was the war led by the United States against Iraq, in response to invasion and annexation of Kuwait. The aircraft was eventually replaced by the F-15 Eagle and F-16 Fighting Falcon in the U.S. Air Force, by F-14 Tomcat in the U.S. Navy, and F-A-18 Hornet in the Marine Corps, and was most recently been used against the Islamic State in the Middle East, but not by the U.S. I think we can expect more than interesting update period, with this aircraft being added to War Thunder, especially with the addition of its Soviet counterpart, the MiG-21 Fishbed, which is more of supersonic jet fighter, and less of a fighter bomber, meaning, it is capable of overperforming Phantom in many aspects. So don't let your US bias excitement meter get too high. If you are interested in that aircraft, check out my other simple review, which is being finalized as we speak. Thanks for sticking with me, stay simple, and stay in touch.